In this video, I will show you how to use some digitizing tools to be able to create donut holes, islands, and polygons. Also, I will show you how to split polygons and lines, and also how to merge polygons or lines. All of these layers are in a geo package. However, you don't need to have these layers in a geo package. If they are shape files or they're within a geo database, that's okay too. But before we start digitizing or making edits to these layers, it is important to understand the data that you have in your layers. So for that reason, I'm going to open the attribute table. So I do right click and then open attribute table just to see the fields and the information that I have here. And I'm bringing this up just because when you do editing, and in this case, we may split or create donut holes, you need to be aware that you have to update also the data in your attribute table. For example, we even have an area field. So if we create a donut hole, we need to update the area for that specific polygon. Okay, I'm going to close this. Okay, before we start the editing session, I'm going to activate the advanced editing toolbar. So I go to my view tab here in my menu toolbar. I select that and then I'm going to scroll down to toolbars. And then here on the top, you're going to see advanced digitizing toolbar. So I'm going to enable it. Now I'm going to start seeing it here. It's still disabled because I need to activate the editing session. Okay, so I have my layer selected. I click on the pencil to start editing. And the first thing that I'm going to do is the donut hole. So I select the polygon that I want to use to create this donut hole. Let's say here. And then I'm going to click on add ring. So that's another term used for the donut hole. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can, of course, do a circle. You can do a square. You can just follow the shape of maybe something that is in your satellite image. In this case, I'm just going to do a rectangle. I do left click to start, and then I drag my mouse to the location where I want to go, and then I can create vertices by keep doing left click. And I'm going to do one more to close this. And now, in order to finish, you do right click. Okay, so now we have the ring or donut hole. And now I'm going to save my edits, and I'm going to deselect the feature from all these layers, and I'm going to save my project. Okay, the second tool that I want to show you is I want to create an island. So in this case, I want to have two polygons because they have different information. There's some area in here that is not necessarily related to the big polygons. So in order to do that, I select again the polygon. And now I'm going to click on fill ring. And again, I do left click to start digitizing, left click to add vertices, and I can try to do it a little more circle if I want to. And then when I'm done, I do right click. Now, since this is creating a new feature, so you're going to see the feature attributes window showing up, and you can enter the information needed. I'm going to say unknown for the species, since this is supposed to be different than the bigger polygon. And now I'm going to click OK. So now I created a new polygon, and it's complete separate to the other one. So there's two polygons in here. If I select that one, and then I can select the smaller one that I just created. So now I click on deselect my polygons, and I'm going to save my edits one more time. Okay, the next digitizing technique that I want to show you is to split a polygon. Let's say you want to divide this polygon into two areas. So again, we're going to select the polygon, and then I'm going to select split features. And now I'm going to just click somewhere outside of my polygon, and then I draw a line, depending on how you want to divide your polygon or split your polygon. I do left click again, and then right click to finish. So now I have two polygons here. And I save my edits one more time. Okay, so the last digitizing tool for the polygons that I want to show you is the merging tool. So for example, here I have two polygons and they have the same type of information. So I want to merge them together. I click my select features by area, and then I select the 2 polygons. And now I go to my tools up here for digitizing, and I click merge selecting features. And then here I can select what record I want to use to pass the information to the merging polygon. So in this case is picking up number 4, which is this one. So that's fine. And that's okay in this case. And now I'm going to click OK. And now I merge these 2 polygons together. So now I save my changes one more time. So if I open the attribute table, I can see the information that I passed. We can recalculate the area if we need to. I can show you that real quick. So you need to make sure the editing is enabled. And now I go to Open Field Calculator. I uncheck Create a New Field. And I select the field that I want to use to calculate the area. In this case, is the area field. And now here, under the Geometry section, I select area with the $sign in the front. And now I can see here in the preview that is calculating the area. In this case, it's square meters. And click apply and OK. If you want to use a different metric, you have to change that in the project settings. So I'll show you to that real quick. So if I go to project and I go to properties there, and in the general tab, we can see the measurements that are being used. In this case, is meters and square meters. So if you want to use a different unit, you can change it here. In this case, I'm not going to change that, so I'm just going to close this window. And now I'm going to deactivate the editing for vegetation sampling, and I'm just going to say yes to save my edits. And I'm going to show you the lines, and I'm going to enable editing for the lines. I'm going to open the attribute table too real quick. I can see the fields here, and now I can just double check on the fields, understand them, and now I'm going to close this window. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just going to split one of the lines. So I basically is the same as what I did for the polygons. I select the line that I want to split, and I click on split features. I'm zoom in a little bit, and then I click on split features again, and I select somewhere outside of the line to the other side with left click and then right click to finish. So now I have 2 different lines. And now in order to merge, I select the 2 lines because I want to merge them back together. And now I click on merge selected features, and just exactly as what we saw by merging the polygons, you can select which in this case, which line do you want to use to transfer or to pass the data? And then I click OK. Then if I select it again, it's all 1. And I save my changes, and I'll disable editing. That's all I have in this video. I hope it was helpful to you.